When Renee Cleary had a bad headache, she assumed it was just a migraine. Migraines were common in the family, her sister reassured her. A trusted GP recommended she took an MRI just to be safe. 3 days later, the 38-year-old was rushed to the emergency department of a Perth hospital. A doctor explained a 2.2 centimeters tumor had grown in her brain, and without treatment she would likely be dead in 24 hours. Renee lay waiting in the high-dependency ward at Sir Charles Gardner Hospital for 5 days under 24-hour watch as doctors were unsure what could be done. "I had multiple scans done. It was revealed that the 2.2 centimeters tumor would have to come out," she wrote over a Goffin page. Less than a month later, the 38-year-old from Perth had tracked a neurosurgeon to remove the tumor at St John of God Hospital in Subiaco. The operation went well. "The entire tumor was successfully removed," she said. But it was the diagnosis she received that came as another shock. "I had been diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma with no known primary source," she recalled. "In the words of the oncologists, it has its foot on the accelerator," she said. But Renee told 7 News she regularly had my skin checks. "I get them done yearly. I never expected it to pop up at all. It scares me. It's frightening. You get taught to look for this. A changing mole will get sore or bleed, but sometimes that just doesn't happen." Doctors had no idea how the melanoma started or where on her skin it had begun, as there were no obvious signs of growth. Renee spent another 2 weeks in hospital. "I had 19 staples in my head and I wasn't able to do a thing," she said. "When I was finally home, I wasn't allowed to do many everyday tasks like driving a car, cooking, lifting anything over 200 grams. Almost any sort of physical exertion." After 5 days back at home, Renee said she began leaking cerebrospinal fluid from the area where I had been operated on. Despite numerous stitches, the leaking did not stop. "I was required to go back into hospital and get a spinal tab put in to relieve the pressure on the operated area and allow it to heal." During this time, Renee said she was confined to her hospital bed for 9 days, unable to move and in pain. "I could not move without first letting a nurse know. This was the hardest of all of it. I cried so much. I felt completely helpless." Renee said she had to give up her studies in nursing and sell her apartment to afford medical costs. "We cannot afford to go out, even just for simple meals. If we didn't receive vouchers for the movies for birthdays and Christmas, we wouldn't be going out at all," she said. Renee is currently surviving from a combination of 2 drugs which effectively buy me time, she explained. "How much? No one can tell you," she said, but explained she had responded well to the treatment so far.